the cloud on mobile devices. Reliability. So, for example, these recordings, if you store them on your phone may crash, and you may use your data. But that's our recordings, our sites, our whatever are stored on servers. Cloud means servers. They are stored on servers. Even if your smartphone crashes, you will access these materials whenever you get another smartphone. That is the meaning of reliability, which is less chance to lose data. The loss of data is the chance of losing data is very little. Why? Because those servers use technologies which cannot lose data. Dynamic provisioning. The resources can be added on demand dynamically instead of adding accelerated. Dynamic provision. You may need something in instead of buying the entire. It is as if you want, for example, a subscription for certain television stations. Now it is possible to subscribe for 1 week. It is possible to subscribe for 1 day. So it is a dynamic provision of resources. So if you don't need to get the entire amount of money you are invested, but you can get small by small resources depending on your capacity. Ease of integration. It is very easy to integrate to mobile cloud computing. It is very easy as long as with the help of cloud computing technology, many services from various specialist organizations can be coordinated to meet a versatile client request. So as long as you have your mobile device, it is easy to be connected and integrate. So you are given, for example, if it is an access code, you can give an access code to a given server, to a given cloud computing service, and when you enter that code and you are connected, so it is easy. So multi-tenancy, the application is used to share the hardware source and how users can influence the utilization of single application and the database occurrence. So models of mobile cloud computing, models of MCC. The mobile cloud computing models can be categorized in view of parts and the relations between the cell phones and distributed computer elements. Mobile cloud computing makes use of cloud computing services such as platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service. So they are services accessed. Cloud computing services. There are 3 known services accessed mobile cloud computing through cloud computing. You have software as a service. It means when you want to, for example, there is a Microsoft 365 Office 365. It is now not required to install Microsoft Office in your computer, no. But you have to access it online. Whenever you want to process some text, you have to access that Office 365, and then you have to do your work, and then after you close it, you don't need to have it installed in your computer. is the same as for other applications. You access them online, you use them, and afterwards you close them. It is enough. So these services are for mobile, they are for cloud computing. Now, mobile cloud computing services can be classified into three categories as follows: mobile as a service broker, we have mobile as a service broker, we have okay, the first one, mobile as a service consumer. This is originated from the conventional client server model with the help of virtualization by deploying access control mechanism and cloud computing technology. In this type of service, mobile devices are consuming the service. So services of mobile cloud computing, we have mobile as a service consumer, which is a situation where your mobile are consuming services. Okay, mobile devices are acting as consumers of services. That is mobile as a service consumer. We may have also mobile as a service provider. In this case, your mobile device is acting as a service provider. It can be used to provide services. Mobile as a service provider is not the same as mobile as service consumer, where even though it is service provider provide other service consumption. So number three, mobile as a service broker. Mobile as a service broker can be considered as an expansion from mobile as a service provider, whereby it provides networking and data forwarding service. Data forwarding service is the main feature of mobile as a service broker, where your mobile device is used as a networking. It is being used as intermediate between the server and the other mobile devices. It is forwarding services from the servers to other mobile devices. Forwarding services for other mobile devices for sending load. It is acting as intermediate between the cloud computing service provider to other mobile devices. Challenges in mobile cloud computing. Low bandwidth. One of the major issues in mobile is the available bandwidth. It is distributed among mobile computing systems. It is really time is slow when you get provided network. That is what we were discussing in previous slides. Bandwidth, that's the availability, there is a availability in cloud computing. There might be a breakdown in the network because the cloud computing relies on a network. So when a network fails, there is no availability of services. When there is no internet, there might be a breakdown in the network. Portable client will be unable to associate with clouds to acquire an administration because of movement jam. And standard quality may also be too bad. So as we are all using mobile devices, so the movement jam may affect the quality of service. The quality of service can be too bad because of mobility. So heterogeneity, it may be difficult to satisfy mobile cloud computing requirements by handling wireless connectivity with heterogeneous network. So we have many types of networks which are tending to access the mobile cloud computing services. In that case, this heterogeneity handling can be too difficult. This may affect the quality of services we are getting. Security issue. The security is the major concern of mobile users and that are present in the cloud. So the security, as we are facing the same communication link, so the security may be affected by hackers, by viruses, by whatever. Security for mobile users, cell phones can be prevented through clear security dangers like malicious bots and their vulnerability, cell phone combined with wrong positioning system gadget, they can cause protection issue for and users. So security for data in clouds. By using this cloud computing technology, even though both mobile users and application developers were benefited, they need to be careful while dealing with information as far as honesty, verification, and advanced types are concerned. Running online, you are sending your data, so your data may be affected from security break. So cloud computing transforms IT infrastructure into utility. That is what we were discussing. IT infrastructure is being transformed into utility. So utility, it is a service that you consume and you pay as you consume. You are billed and then you are given a bill and then you have to pay the bill. It lets you plug into the infrastructure via the internet and use computing resources without installing and maintaining them on premises. So cloud computing is on-demand access via the internet, the computing resource application servers, physical servers and virtual servers, data storage, development tools, networking capabilities, and more, hosted at a remote data center managed by a cloud service provider. The cloud service provider makes these resources available for a monthly subscription fee or bill. Then gives them according to usage. That is the meaning of cloud computing. So it is on demand access of those services. You access them as you access these services when you need them, and then you pay either monthly or you pay as you consume. You can access them via the internet. Those computing resources include applications. So there are some applications you need to access online, like Microsoft Office 365, 365. So there are other applications we access when we use them. We have to access server, physical servers and virtual servers. Sometimes we need to access data storage. The storage, we need to store our files somewhere else on the cloud. We need to access development tools when we are programmers. It is not necessary, it is no longer necessary to install development tools in your local computers. For example, if it is Java, if you are studying Java, you can access development environments residing on the cloud, and then you use them when you are making your applications. So you may access network capabilities and more hosted at remote data center. All those services are hosted on data centers in different servers located anywhere. They are managed by cloud service providers. So this cloud computing access have different advantages because when you are, for example, accessing the office, in that case, it is not your task to manage to upgrade, for example, it is not your task to install and install whatever. It is not consuming your storage. So, for example, big organization have to purchase servers. It is no longer to buy those servers if you have a network. So you may access servers from data center, from cloud computing providers. You may access those servers. So accessing servers to be installed in your network. No, maybe your computer may be some servers from this cloud computing providers, and then you pay as you consume, you pay little by little. So it has many advantages. And the maintenance, it is cheap because you don't need to pay the maintenance technician. You don't need to hire engineers to handle those servers, to install software and operating systems, to continuously maintain software inside and upgrade those software. So all those costs are on the side of the cloud computing providers. What you used to do is you purchase service you need and then you pay as you consume, or you can be paying monthly, and it is very cheap compared to buying local servers and managing them. So private bus issues, mobile users give their private data which incorporate their present area. This turns into an issue when enemy think about the users dedicate dedicate data. So when you use those remote servers, you have to send your data somewhere. When you are accessing platform as a service, because platform as a service provide the environment where you can program online. When you program online, you have to use their databases. When you use their databases, you have to send your data. They are sensitive data because you are storing them in someone's, in its other servers which are not yours. So your data may be used in another way. So it is a privacy and security issue, alteration of the network. When the network is poor, it may affect the quality of the answer. You get applications of mobile computing. Applications of mobile cloud computing. Where do we need to use this mobile cloud computing services? The following are applications of mobile cloud computing. Mobile commerce. Mobile devices using this application provide various business models for commerce. For example, include mobile shopping, mobile advertisement, and so on. So, mobile cloud computing is expanding in mobile commerce, where you can use your mobile devices to perform some shopping. For example, you can buy on Amazon, and Amazon uses the cloud servers, and you can access Amazon services through your mobile device in mobile shopping, mobile advertisement. You can use your device to advertise your business, your goods, and so on. So, mobile health care on-demand services can be provided by hospitals. Mm. You can use your mobile device to request for health care services. In that case, you use your mobile, you ask for a service, and then you are given those services depending on whatever on service you need. You can be assisted when you are not physically present at the hospitals. On-demand services can be provided by hospitals and health care organizations on the cloud by using mobile health care. So we have mobile gaming. This is economically benefits service providers to receive potential marketing revenue. You can play games online, residing on cloud, on those servers. We can like again mobile gaming, so you can play games like on the cloud online when they are not stored in your mobile learning. Mobile learning. So this congratulate e-learning and mobility. This one we are using now is mobile learning. First of all, it is an e-learning. In mobility, you can use your mobile device to learn online. So this is what we call mobile learning. When you can combine the e-learning, the electronic learning, or distance learning with the use of these mobile devices. So we get mobile learning. Limitations with traditional learning include low transmission rate, low cost of device, and constrained instructive assets. Cloud-based learning can be comprehend this constraint. So the classics of mobile clouds. If you use a computer or mobile device at home or at work, you almost certainly use some form of cloud computing. As long as you use your device, your smartphone, or portable computer, or as long as you use it, and as long as you connect it to the internet, or you connect it, you are using cloud computing. Because whenever you are accessing online, it resides on cloud. If you are accessing Facebook, if you are accessing WhatsApp, if you are accessing Instagram, and whatever, now you are in cloud computing. Because as long as you are accessing services remotely, you are in cloud computing. So you almost certainly use some form of cloud computing every day. Whether it is cloud application like Google Gmail, Salesforce, streaming media like Netflix, or cloud files, storage like Dropbox. According to a recent survey, that 92% of organizations use cloud computing today. Because if you don't use emails, if you don't use Gmails, you use Dropbox, you use Netflix to watch for movies online. So most of us, as long as you are having a mobile device, you already use cloud computing. Impact on uses of mobile computing. In fact, there are like advantages of you using this type of computing technologies. No IT costs. Now organizations are not paying much money to IT guys. Why? Because what the service provided by IT guys are now being provided online. Those infrastructures, those servers, those whatever are being accessed online instead of buying them and bringing them at your local organizations. Now it lets you free from some or most of the cost and efforts of purchasing, installing, configuring, and managing your own on-premise infrastructure. There is no need to buy those hardware, those servers, because you can access by those servers to the cloud. There is no need to buy whatever the network management servers, so many hardwares are present, many hardware services are present now on cloud. There is no need to buy, installing those operating systems. There is no need to hire those technicians and engineers. So that is why it lower the IT cost of organization, improve the quickness and time to value. With cloud, your organization can start using enterprise application in minutes. It is an enterprise application, for example, to manage the finance, for example. It is present on cloud. Now, as long as you need it, you can start using it instead of making another. You need a software to do this, some this. You wait for bidders. You wait for the software to be developed. You wait for what? So, but when you have an idea of using cloud computing software, then you apply to use it. You are given the permission, the subscription, and then you start using it in minutes. So instead of waiting weeks or months for IT to respond to a request, purchase and configure, supporting hardware, and install software. Cloud-based software lets you empower certain users, specifically developers and data scientists, to help themselves to software and support infrastructure. So the quickness and time to value, first of all, is cheap. Secondly, the quickness of it. You need it, you get it in minutes instead of waiting for months and days. It is scalable easily and cost effectively. Cloud provides elasticity instead of purchasing excess capacity that sits unused. Instead of purchasing a service you don't consume, no, you buy a little and you increase it when you need it. During slow periods, you can spare capacity up and down in response to spikes and dips in traffic. You can also take advantage of your cloud provider's global network to spread your application closer to users around the world. Disaster recovery and business continuity in our community in national and for disaster recovery when service. So because a server will also pay residing on cloud, but the infrastructure is designed in a way that if one hardware fails, it fails, it transfers the control to other hardware. So they have a backup plan where if one hardware fails, so the work is transferred to another hardware to another server. So that is disaster recovery. Even users don't even know that the server will fail. Because you continue to access to have your service, you don't know the issues around the cloud. The business continuity have always a network for cloud because cloud provides cost-effective redundancy. That is what I say. Redundancy means the same hardware, okay, the same many hardware can operate in the same way. So the same data is residing in many hardwares. So that if one hardware fails, so the data is recovered from another hardware. To protect the data against system failure and physical distance required to recover data and application in the event of local outage or disaster. So if there is a problem, you don't even know because of redundancy. Redundancy means the same copy of data is residing in different machines. So that if one hardware fails, the data is recovered from another hardware. So that is disaster recovery as a service. Disaster recovery as a service. Anything that involves storing and processing volume of data at high speed and require more storage and capacity and more organization or manual changes and develop on premise as a target for cloud mobility. That was in big data analysis. So this technology is needed a big amount of data, and you don't only purchase this infrastructure to handle those data, but you can handle those data out by using the cloud. That's a good part of mobile cloud computing. The likes of YouTube and Google are the money to achieve in how people are interacting with others. From remote location to the developer system an event can reach four corners of the planet by going zero. Global has reached its true significance, and we've seen the emerging of citizens and journalists on the global stage. Anyone can turn into an instant report, and live news feeds are constantly streaming on the media. So the impact of this cloud computing, for example, if we have people are using social media, how people are interacting with one another. People are doing business online. So likes and subscription are now giving people money. So it is because of these cloud computing services can be accessed online. You have your videos, Google is giving you the storage on YouTube, and then you can store your videos, and people can access those videos online. In that case, you can advertise, you can do whatever on those YouTube accounts, and in that case, you can get money. So, socially, the people are interacting with one another, whether from where they are, and they are making money anyhow. So you can report whatever you need in seconds because of by using social media. So it has a big social impact because many activities are being performed online. You can report whatever you need online. You can do your advertisements online. You can share your videos online, whatever, and you can access those services and many others online. So you give and you access easily. So it has never been easy to look out for long forgotten friend and classmate with the explosion of social networks and the website proposing ways to connect and relate through online communities. So this book is, of course, a primary example. Public figures and politicians too are now turning to engines such as Twitter to get at the community and convey their views while fearing the pressure and influence from groups they are looking at leading. So even public figures and politicians are using these crowd computing technologies and social media to provide messages to people to provide their views about something, and they are being productive worldwide and countrywide because the instead of bringing the people and you have to sit together in the same room, you can communicate with others wherever they are. In that case, so it is being used to save money because transportation, eating without people doing whatever. So it is a major cost, and now we are using social media, and we are using online to meet and talk with everyone. So taking advantage of development in the cloud technology and the social media space has allowed these different actors access to sophisticated analytical abilities. As an example of that, business are now increasingly using data from social media platforms in combination with cloud-based information resources to get data insight on potential services, innovations, and customer requirements. When you want to start a service, first of all, you have to analyze on social media what people are liking. For example, you want to do a business of selling clothes. If you want to do that kind of business, first of all, you have to look at social media, what type of clothes people are now enjoying today. What type of trousers, t-shirts, I can emphasize on business so that I can get much money. So that is why social media is influencing businesses and it is giving so much money to those who care about the education aspect of mobile computing. So mobile computing is affecting the education. The education sector is using it so much because even taking an example of this period of coronavirus pandemic, so all education is shifting from face-to-face education to e-learning education. So this type of e-learning you have to use cloud computing and mobile computing services to provide this e-learning services. Educational institutions have been quick to realize the advantages of cloud technology and have been eagerly adopting it for several reasons, including ability for students to access data anyway. There is no need for a student to come and sit with a lecture. It is not a requirement. So you may miss a class today and attend it tomorrow or in in the afternoon. It is not required to enroll or register your class physically. No, you can do it online. Group activities are being done online. So with this cloud computing, it's very beneficial for education sector. The value of combining business automation process to streamline subscription, class enrollment, and assignment tracking that reduce expenses significantly. So this technology is reducing the cost because you don't need to pay transportation fees when you go to pay physically, you have to pay the bills, you have to do whatever. So this technology is very beneficial in education sector in other education and in other sectors because as long as you need to travel, from where you want, so it is financially good. Ability for the institution body to influence the storage cloud to store the daily 2.5 billion bytes of data securely and without the need to cater to complicated infrastructure. The benefit of process billing and charging for education and non-education related activities. So billing now can be done online, payments can be done online, there is no need to spend much money going and coming, asking for bills, payments, and so on, because everything can be done by using these technologies. While these are probably not obvious in one development, that computer technology offers benefits to students from developing activities. This is now available and in many instances freely thanks to the proliferation of workplaces. Dispensing educational materials without economic sharing in communities is important information at work. Along with now, you see that apart from this technology, when you want to access documentation or even coding, so you simply need to put your code in Google, and Google will provide many websites providing the material you want. If you want to study about Java, for example, or whatever, so it is very easy to get the content when you are sitting at home. Development. Cloud technology also offers other benefits to developing countries since they no longer have the burden of investing in costly infrastructure. For developing countries which do not have enough money, so it is beneficial because these countries, poor countries, don't need, or developing countries don't need to pay those costly or expensive infrastructure. In that case, as long as you don't need to pay those for those infrastructure, so you can use those money in other activities like building infrastructures, building whatever hospitals, schools, and so on. So it is beneficial to this country with this, which don't have much. I briefly mentioned the education sector above, but the same applies to other areas such as banking. It is the same for banking. Banks don't need to buy those infrastructures. They don't need to hire those IT technicians and engineers, they are applied for agriculture. Agriculture now are accessing data regarding to weather forecasting. For example, we know that if we rain tomorrow or today, in that case we have we plan according to the data report from those weather forecasting services. Take as an example the telecom industry, where these developing countries have been fast embracing the smart mobile technology that accelerated development by jumping over traditional wires and infrastructure. In health, we are still on the impact of cloud computing in different areas. In health, there are many reasons why using cloud computing in healthcare industry is gaining pace. Some examples include managing patient data and sharing among different patients, such as medical professionals, patient checking their own status and treatment follows up. Because as data are depending on the cloud, anyone can access those data. For example, you can check your status, you can provide or request services online, and you can provide, you can access those services online. You can do whatever concerning your health when you are not physically present at hospitals. Reducing operational costs such as data storage. So hospitals now don't need to purchase this data storage, accessing this data through provides it provides the devices such as mobile phones and going beyond traditional internet, implementing a big solution in a secure environment that is compliant with health insurance portability and accountability act regulation. While there may be challenge in integrating all current tools with the new technologies and the corresponding level of service, the benefit will outweigh the inhibition to move to the cloud. So maybe you can resist from going to the access of cloud services because you may say, I have purchased my infrastructure, I cannot go to the cloud because I already do whatever. So, but as you resist, as you lose money because you are still paying engineers to maintain, install, and do whatever to continue getting services provided by your local devices. But as long as you move to the cloud, so you start paying little and the service and the ability to continue to be present. So it's the end of our presentation. Thank you for attending. If anyone is having a question, you can ask. If no one is having a question, we shall continue next week on Friday. So you have to go in your platform and then you have to do your assignment before the day. You have always to meet the deadline. So thank you.